What's up, fam? I just got back from serving my first 10-day vipassana meditation course with Goenka from Dhamma.org, and I just wanted to record a quick reflection on my experience. Overall, I want to say if you've done a 10-day meditation course, if you've done at least two and you haven't served yet and you're wondering if you should, definitely go do it. This was such a fantastic and enlightening experience. And I want to talk about my experience a little bit. So first of all, it's very different from sitting a 10-day course where you don't talk and you can't write or read. When you're serving a course, you are working closely with a few other servers to essentially support the meditators while they are doing the deep inner work of vipassana meditation. Essentially, they are in a hospital, internal hospital. Well, it's like a hospital-like environment where they're doing deep inner work to bring these past traumas, attachments, and aversions to the surface so that they can be healed and released. And your job as the server is to make sure that they have everything they need. So that means cooking all the meals, and I was the student manager, which meant anytime a student had a request, like their room was too hot or too cold, or they needed some type of medicine or ice pack, it was my responsibility to get it for them to improve the quality of their stay. And so the experience was amazing. First of all, bonding with the other servers was just such a nice experience. The people I was working with were awesome. They were all vipassana meditators, so very, very kind and loving and compassionate people. And so we were working together in harmony in the kitchen. We split up the roles and responsibilities. A couple people were on dishes. We had a kitchen manager who wasn't like an official trained chef or anything, but he was in charge of leading all the cooking. And so I was helping with a lot of the main dishes and the side dishes, and I baked a few meals. And so we cook for all the students and we put out the food, and then we get to eat the food as well. And the meditators aren't allowed to eat after 12, but the servers get to have supper where we eat any of the leftovers from any of the days, and the food is so delicious. This was my first time cooking for so many people, so that experience alone was awesome. Just like being able to cook a massive amount of food. We used like giant bowls and big pans, and we cooked all this food and put it out for all the students day after day. And so that was really fun, just cooking large amounts of food and then being responsible for providing the nutrients for the meditators that they are surviving off of. So you have just so much joy, and it's just an expression of love. So you're putting your love into all these meals and sharing it with the meditators, and they're using those meals for energy for their meditation and mind purification work. So it's just a really good feeling consistently the entire time, like you're doing something important and you're helping people and you're serving others and you're having fun with your other vipassana meditators, their servers. And so that was point number one. And then point number two is the servers meditate for 3 hours per day. There's 3 group sessions, group sittings that the servers participate in. The meditators are meditating about 10 or 11, maybe 9, 10, or 11 hours per day. And so That's a lot of sitting, whereas the servers were doing 1 hour sitting in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. And so these 1 hour meditations for me were quite powerful. And one of the benefits of being a server, I don't know if it's a benefit, but like when I go and do the 1 hour sitting, I hadn't been sitting all day. I had been standing and working in the kitchen. So I was able to sit more comfortably. Like I sat through the 1 hour sittings with really like no pain. Whereas when you're doing the 10 hours per day, the sittings are much more difficult because you're sitting for so long. And so these 1 hour meditations were just so powerful, so full of love, and expressing love in the kitchen, cooking the food, and then sitting down and reflecting on the hard day's work and just the good that I'm doing, and it just felt really good, and able to still go pretty deep with these 1 hour sittings, because starting after day 4, the sittings become aditan sittings, which are sittings of strong determination, which means you go 1 hour without opening your eyes, opening your legs, or opening your hands or arms, essentially without moving, but you're still moving your spine a little bit. And so I was able to sit for 1 hour without moving pretty comfortably almost every single time. And so when you're sitting without moving and scanning, doing the vipassana body scans without moving, it's a very different experience. It's such you can reach new places, reach new realms of sensation and experience when you are not moving for one full hour. I often found that some deep sankharas, some deep past memories, and as well as insights would come up like right around the 1 hour mark. So not sitting for one full hour, and then it's 1 hour, and then new sensations will come up. There's a link between the body sensations and the mental contents. So you're feeling sensations on the body, and as you're doing that, new contents are entering the mind. And so sometimes those mental contents cause certain reactions, like I'll start crying, I'll react with gratitude and love. And yeah, so number one, the good part was cooking massive amounts of food and also being able to eat all the leftovers. Number two was I was able to go like pretty deep into stillness for each of the 3 meditations, because those were the only times I was sitting like all day. Number 3 was the camaraderie with the other servers was really, really nice. I got to know them like pretty well. And number 4 was during break times, we got to read the books in the library in the back. And I had never really read any like Buddhist texts before. So that was really interesting. In the discourses in the meditation, the discourses, like at the end of each day, you listen to a discourse from the main teacher, Goenka. And so he talks about these different meditation topics, but the book that I read went much deeper. It was called The Requisites of Enlightenment. And so it was kind of like a textbook style text, going into like defining these different terms, listing out like the 5 mental hindrances and the 5 powers that overcome them, and the 10 paramis, and all these different things, and just going into detail about what they all are. I think it's like 32 total requisites for enlightenment. And so reading that text was really interesting, because I would be learning at a much deeper level intellectualizing the concepts that I would then go to the 1 hour sit and experience them and practice what I was learning about. So that was really, really interesting. And number 5, I got to ring a gong, which is just so fun. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. What else did I like? I don't know. Besides that, it was honestly pretty hard work. Like, we started working at around 5:45 a.m. and we didn't finish until like 9:30 p.m. We did have 3 hours of meditation in there, and then also like a 1 hour break. But since we were kind of short-staffed, we worked into the break time for a good amount. And so one downside is I didn't get much time outside. And another downside was, that was probably the only downside. Like, I wish I just had more opportunities to go enjoy the sunlight, because we were inside. We were cooking, and then we're cleaning, and then we're meditating, and then we're cooking, and then we're cleaning, and then we're meditating, and then we're cleaning, and then we're meditating, and then we're going to sleep. So there was a little break there. Oh, and also I was the student manager, which meant I had to lead the student interviews. All the meditators get a chance to talk with the assistant teacher once per day if they sign up. So I had to go and sit outside the door. It was, another benefit was sitting outside the door, I could hear the conversations that they were having in the room. I don't know, maybe it wasn't right of me to eavesdrop, but I was just sitting there. I didn't really have an option but to listen, and it was really interesting to hear what the students were asking about, and then also all the answers that they were getting, because a lot of times they would have some of the same, they would face some of the same issues that I have faced in the past, or things that I've wondered about, and so I was able to hear a lot of answers. So that might be perk number 5. Would be eavesdropping on the conversations between the students and the assistant teacher. But not in a negative way. And what else do I want to say? The bed was nice. The showers were nice. The food is so delicious. The recipes are amazing. I got to bake. I made these meta balls, which was like globs of peanut butter with tahini and cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and that might have been it. And coconut and sesame seeds mixed together. Ooh, that was so good. And I also made this oatmeal carrot cake with banana frosting. Ooh, that was delicious. That was really delicious cake. And yeah, overall, really, really great experience. Really great experience. I can go into talking about some of the experiences that I had while meditating, but this video is getting kind of long, so if you want to hear me talk about my experience while meditating, like the things I see, the things that I thought, I can go into that. Well, since you're here anyway, should I do it? Or, I don't know, I think I need someone to comment below and tell me that they want to hear me talk about this, and I can do so. One major insight that I had was, in terms of enlightenment, whether it comes or it doesn't, either way, I will be equanimous. Let that sink in. Enlightenment, whether it comes or it doesn't, either way, I am equanimous. All right, this has been a daily ramble with David Prorock, talking about my experience as a vipassana server. I hope you have a wonderful day, a great week. I got some plans for videos I want to make related to vipassana meditation, because I want to encourage more people to do these 10-day meditation courses because it changed my life and made me a better person, and I want you to be a better person because it's all about growth. And take care. I love you.